It was a rainy Thursday evening, and 16-year-old Alina was still inside the school, long after everyone had left. Her science teacher had asked her to finish a project in the computer lab. Being a quiet and hardworking student, Alina didn't mind. The storm outside had already begun, and thunder rumbled faintly as she clicked away on the computer keyboard. The school was over 80 years old, built during colonial times, and had a strange reputation. Rumors of haunted hallways, flickering lights, and unexplained noises always floated around. But Alina never paid attention to such things. Ghost stories were just that, stories. At exactly 7:03 p.m., she saved her file and shut the computer down. She slung her backpack over her shoulder, walked down the corridor, and headed straight to the main entrance. She pushed the door. It didn't open. Confused, she pulled harder. Nothing. She checked the lock, it was chained from the outside. What the hell, she whispered. She pulled out her phone, no signal. No Wi-Fi either. Trying to stay calm, Alina decided to find the janitor. Maybe he accidentally locked her in. She walked deeper into the school, the lights above her flickered as she moved. The air felt colder. That's when she heard it. A faint giggle. It echoed from the upstairs corridor, the abandoned third floor. She froze. There's no one else here, she muttered, looking around. Chalking it up to her imagination, she picked up the pace. But every hallway she entered, every emergency exit she tried, locked. Classrooms, locked. Side exits, locked. Even the teacher's lounge, locked. And then, something strange. She passed by a row of lockers, one of them suddenly slammed shut behind her with a loud metallic bang. She jumped, heart pounding in her chest. Nope. I'm not staying here, she whispered, pulling her bag tighter. She started recording a voice note on her phone. Mom. I'm stuck in school. Everything's locked in. I think someone messing with me. As she recorded, her phone screen started to glitch. Then, it shut off completely. Dead battery. And yet, she swore it was on 80% just minutes ago. Silence returned. She decided to try one last thing, maybe the upstairs office phone still worked. She climbed the stairs. The higher she went, the darker it got. The third floor had no electricity. It hadn't been used in years. They said it was closed after a student died there, back in the 90s. Some said she fell from the stairs. Others said, she jumped. Her flashlight beam scanned the hallway, the walls were cracked, and on them were faded handprints. Dozens of them, small, childlike. Some red. Some fresh. Suddenly, her flashlight flickered and died. Complete darkness. Then, a classroom door slowly creaked open at the end of the hallway. Alina stood still. Her breath caught in her throat. From inside the room came a whisper. A girl's voice. Soft, broken. Why did you leave me? Alina stepped back slowly, her eyes wide. From the darkness inside the room, a figure stepped out. A young girl. Maybe 10. Pale. Hair in braids. Old school uniform, from decades ago. Her eyes were pitch black. No pupils. No white. Just pure darkness. She stared at Alina. Then smiled. You shouldn't be here after dark. Suddenly, the lights flickered back on for just a second, and the entire hallway was full of ghostly children. Standing. Watching. Silent. Alina ran. She sprinted down the hallway, down the stairs, through the halls, but the school had changed. Somehow, the doors were gone. Where there were exits, now just brick walls. Where there were windows, now darkness. As she turned a corner, she passed by the trophy case, and in the glass, she saw a reflection. A pale hand was reaching for her shoulder. She screamed. And then, everything went black. The next morning, the school opened like usual. Teachers came. Students arrived. No one suspected anything. Until, the janitor noticed something strange near the front entrance. A backpack, Alina's. Still there. Her books neatly inside. Phone dead. No sign of her anywhere. Inside the computer lab, her project was still open on the screen. The last file she saved was renamed. Help me _7:30 p.m. No one saw her again. But sometimes, late at night, people say they hear footsteps in the hallways. And if you ever go up to the third floor, you might hear a giggle. And a voice asking, "Why did you leave me?"